mystery, figuring out what happened. Like Law and Order. Kung kung.
All right, look, that's one creepy son of a bitch. Y'all see that, right?
I have to prove I fit in, that I'm normal like them.
What the hell?
There's something wrong with that man.
Who even are you, Ray Vanderspiegel?
Just a normal human. One of the people here is a murderer. Kung kung.
So intense. I like it. Not for everybody.
Oh, he's an alien makeup. That's awesome.
Yeah, wait a second. What?
Alan, good morning from Las Vegas. How are you doing?
Good morning. We're in Vegas.
Yes.
All right. Good time.
What are we going to do? Where are we going to go first?
First, I'm going to check in because that takes a long time usually. Every time I come to Vegas,
That's true.
Just finding the room. 1,000, or it's usually like 11,492. That's the room number. Those hotels there are enormous.
Huge. They're huge. Well, thank you for joining me this morning to talk about Resident Alien on SYFY. You play an alien who crashes to Earth, landing in Colorado, of all, great place to land. And he begins to practice as a local doctor, and then it becomes like Alien Law and Order. I mean, what a pitch for this show.
Yes, luckily it was a comic book beforehand, so they could go. It makes sense here. Just read the comic book. It was a comic book, a Dark Horse comic book and it's very close to the original material, with some differences. In the comic book, the crime, the murder that my character is solving, the alien is solving, gets solved in the first comic. In just the first one of the series, whereas we stretched that out over a whole 10 episodes this season.
And you had to develop ways to walk like an alien, as you got to get in character.
Oh yeah. So he's an alien who crash landed and he kills a guy. He's here to kill everyone. So he kills one guy when he gets here, not his fault totally, but takes over his identity, Harry Vanderspiegel, but he doesn't know how to work the body, so he's got to figure out how to make everything move, to make the thoughts that make the arm move. He's got to get that connected. He's got to figure out how to make words and how to make all the physiology of the mouth move. So we have a great montage of him in sort of the early days trying to figure out just eating. He eats a lot of things that aren't.
And laughing edible. Too, you have a unique laugh for the character too.
Right, laughing doesn't come naturally to him. So that's sort of a technical thing in his head. Like, humans laugh to show that they are amused. So it's breath being blown out over the tongue. Ha 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 ha. But he doesn't have any of the emotion that comes behind it, so it becomes creepy.
Well, tell me about a typical day in the makeup chair. It had to be brutal.
So he's seen as me, except there's a little boy who's 10 years old who can see through my genetic makeup. So if there's someone seeing through that disguise, the kid, Max, played by Judah Pren, then I have to spend 2 hours in the morning in a makeup chair putting on this latex mask that they glue to my face, and they glue this part on and paint it in the morning. And then there's gloves and these big black eyes that there's a little pinhole in it that I can see out of, but mainly it kind of gets fogged up real fast. So I'm stumbling around on set a lot.
Well, this series comes from Amblin. Any Steven Spielberg stories?
I do have a Steven Spielberg story. Here's my behind the scenes Steven Spielberg story.
Exclusive, right?
We heard from our producers, our Amblin producers. So we shot the pilot. I was talking with them. They're like, "Hey, Steven he saw the show and he likes it." I was like, wow, I'm calling my mom. Steven Spielberg likes this show. Then we started shooting the series, and we had like 4 or 5 episodes done. And I was talking to the same producer. He goes, "Oh, hey, Steven just the other day saw the pilot and is watching the show. He loves it. And I was like, oh, you told me he loves it. He goes, oh yeah, but no, now he really loves it. I was like, oh, so you were lying to me. Do that well. You must be a producer. But yes, Steven does love it now for real. So that's my Steven. So he gives it I don't know, he does a thumbs up. I don't know how he does it. If he gives it 4 stars, I'm not sure what Steven's rating system is, but he's given it all of that.
Well, it's a crazy, kooky show, and you're wonderful in it. And I appreciate you talking to me today about Resident Alien. And when things are safer, come visit us in Las Vegas. We'll hang out.
Oh, yes, definitely. I will.
All right, Alan. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Take care.
Cheers.